Hello ladies and gents, Ro here, and welcome to NOandROfilms. And today we're going to be continuing my Apple Weekly News, and with the Worldwide Developers Conference only a few hours away, I'm excited to bring you guys a quick roundup of all the features and hardware and specs that will be actually or possibly announced within the Worldwide Developers Conference. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the first news article here. Actually, it's the Apple website, and if you go to the Apple website, you'll be able to actually find the Worldwide Developers Conference, and they might actually have link for you to go to and start preparing for the live stream event. If you didn't know, you can view the live stream event on your nearest iOS device through Safari. Microsoft Edge also supports it, and your Apple TV, which is going to be pretty awesome. And if possible, I will actually try to live stream the event myself. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the first topic. That will more than likely we'll see a refresh of the new MacBook Pro, and I've been pretty excited for this. I've been waiting for a new MacBook Pro. So this article goes on by iDrop News, goes on to state, in a move that could suggest a MacBook Pro refresh is impending. Apple over the weekend updated its online store to reflect that the new orders of the company's 15-inch MacBook Pro with OLED touch bar won't ship until at least June 6th, which is a day after the Worldwide Developers Conference. So we could see maybe some hardware changes, and I have been personally excited to hear what Apple has in store for us, and I'll be actually surprised if they actually include an i9 chip in their next MacBook Pro model, which may be announced this Worldwide Developers Conference. What do you guys think? Do you think the i9 chip will be within the next MacBook Pro, or is that going to come probably later on in the future? Let's go ahead and jump straight to the next title, or the next article here, which talks about the iOS 11 and how it's going to be more than likely featured as well or announced within the Worldwide Developers Conference today. iDrop News actually goes in here, and they have some statistics or browsing statistics showing that viewers have actually been viewing their website through an iOS 11 device or a device running iOS 11, and they're just showing proof that it is out there in the developer mode and people are using it. So I'm excited. I've not heard very many rumors of what iOS 11 and what kind of features it will actually have. The article does go on to say down here at the very bottom, it's going to most likely feature advanced Siri features, three-way FaceTime calling, security improvements, bug fixes, and more. So I'm hoping it's not just your standard performance improvements. I'm hoping something big jumps out of this iOS 11, and I'm really excited to hear what Apple has to say within the next few hours. Let's go ahead and jump straight to the next article here by USA Today. They're talking about the Siri Speaker and going to be challenging the Google Home and Amazon Alexa. As you can see, both of them here on screen side by side. But I am really excited for this Apple speaker because it's gonna have Beats technology integrated. Like you can't have a Siri speaker or a Siri assistant without Beats technology, because if you're gonna play music through it, you wouldn't want just like the headphone quality sound. You want that Beats technology audio, because you want to be able to hear that music clear as the sunshine in the morning. I actually have a iDrop News article here as well. I'll have a link in the description for you guys. This photo here goes to it's credit to Sunji Kim, and it's a pretty cool, I would say, art or rumored art for the Siri speaker. And it's more than likely going to be announced today as well. I no doubt about it. We've heard rumors about it. We've had, other people say, and several different articles I've shown you guys in my previous videos. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from Apple and what they actually have to say about the Siri assistant or the Siri speaker. Next, I do have an article here by the BGR, and it's actually talking about the Apple's secretive smart glasses project. I've never actually heard about this until this week. So when I saw this article, I had to jump on it, and I was trying to do some research about this. I wasn't really able to find much, but smart glasses, something like that can actually maybe hold or built-in virtual reality or augmented reality, something to compete with the Google glasses, which I haven't really heard much about anymore ever since Google had their $1,000 launch. But smart glasses for Apple, it just jumped out of nowhere at me, and I'm hoping you guys are surprised as much as I am, because this is just completely ridiculous, and they have some specs in this article talking about what and how they might actually be used and included, and this also might be announced. It might even be like something we see as a product as a whole at the Worldwide Developers Conference today as well. I'm really excited, and it's going to be quite astonishing if they actually do announce a smart glasses type of device that you can wear. Let's go ahead and jump straight to a Quartz article I have here, which gives you an additional summary of some of the features and announcements that might come within the Worldwide Developer Conference. Go ahead and check out this link in the description, and I'll have this article discusses a roundup as well, showing you additional products that might be released. Now, an article I do really want to show you guys here is by The Verge, which talks about the Worldwide Developers Conference as well, and they give you a huge article here talking about what is to be expected. So regarding the software side of things, we're gonna probably see an update to all of the iOS, macOS, tvOS, and the watchOS, which it's going to be more than likely, I'm going to say, they're probably going to include a lot of performance improvements, but of course they're going to most likely list them and show us what they actually changed and what they improved. And then iOS design updates, which I just discussed, iOS 11, an updated user interface, it says here. It goes on to say more stylus support, Pro iPad features, and just before I go on here to the lots of app updates, I do want to ask you guys personally, and be sure to leave in the comment section, do you think Apple will announce a new iPad or a new iPad mini? Which one will it be? And if anything, there will be a prompt on the screen. Which one do you think will be? I want to just get a quick poll going and see how many think, do you think we're going to get a new iPad or a new iPad mini? And just go ahead and vote on that now. Let's go ahead and continue this article. A way to pay your friends. I've talked about this in actually my previous video as well, where you can it's a peer-to-peer paying system where you don't have to use like a third-party app. You can actually do it straight through Apple Pay, and it's a pretty cool feature, I think, and it's been integrated through several or pushed into several apps already. If you don't have like Facebook Messenger or Snapchat, all those apps already have pay person-to-person already integrated. A way to pay your friends, something to watch in Apple Music. So it looks like Apple's going to be pushing more than likely a lot of more music videos and probably more of a graphical content. When I say graphical, it makes it sound almost like R-rated, but I don't mean that. It's going to be more of a probably more personal approach regarding music and Apple Music. And if you don't have music, I highly recommend you sign up to it. I personally have been using it for the last year, and I have nothing bad to say about it. If I was to shout out a feature I personally like within Apple Music, it's probably the transcribed and the lyrics within the song. So if you're listening to the song and you don't know what they're saying exactly, or if they said something and you know what they said, you can go right into the lyrics and bring them down, and it shows you right there. But let's go ahead and continue. Siri gets smarter feature. This is, as we already know, they've already been improving Siri, and if they want to integrate Siri Speaker or an assistant, they're going to have to make updates for Siri to actually be compatible with your iOS devices and to be able to link all throughout your home devices. Small changes to macOS, they say, improvements to watchOS and tvOS, so we might have additional updates to the watchOS and tvOS in the background and performance improvements. Then they got some hardware announcements here. Like they said, they also mentioned the Siri Speaker, and I've already discussed this. I'm personally excited to hear what Apple has to say about that. A new iPad size, this article here actually says that they're going to announce a new iPad. So go ahead and comment what you guys think. What do you really think? Is there going to be a new iPad or a new iPad mini, or maybe both? And then updated MacBooks and MacBook Pros. This is, I just covered that as well. Depressing update for MacBook Air, which the way they say that, it actually makes it depressing. But I actually recently heard that the MacBook Air might not even be refreshed. Like, we might not see anything else for the MacBook Air. Like, it might be completely cut off, I feel like. But that was just an article, a rumored article. Don't go by me. We might see later on in the future of this confirmed. What we probably won't see, and then this is some additional information. And while a 4K Apple TV is said to be in the works, there's no sign it's coming this month. And yep, that's about it for this roundup of this article. Be sure to check it out in the description. I'll have full credits to all these articles in the description. So let's go ahead and go into the next article. I do want to discuss a little bit more about the iPhone 8. I don't think it's going to be announced at this Worldwide Developers Conference. That's just my opinion, really, but it's this memo, the Blackout memo, which this article by iDrop News discusses. The memo, a copy of which was leaked to Twitter, cites the dates between September 17th and November 4th, 2017, which are officially imposed as blackout dates for Apple employees, which are days that employees will not be able to take off for any reason. And that's put out standard, honestly. Like, I think a lot of stores actually do this, especially during like Black Friday and those holidays. But this isn't around Black Friday. This is September 17th and November 4th. So this is almost rumoring like the iPhone 8 is going to be, you're going to be able to pre-order it probably between September 17th and November 8th. So you could see the stores being completely packed. Everybody's going in trying to get their hands on that latest iPhone 8. Now, I do have an iPhone 8 feature roundup here as well. If you want to continue, like I said, the iPhone 8 is most likely not going to be announced at the Worldwide Developers Conference today, but I do want to discuss it anyway. So the iPhone 8 is probably going to include a new premium design, glass and stainless steel. It will probably have a space black model to it. It's going to feature a Touch ID in display, so embedded Touch ID display, which is going to be really awesome. The whole Touch ID, where it was going to be on the back of the display or the back of the iPhone, has been debunked and it's no longer going to happen. The next feature is a full front 5.8 OLED display with rounded corners, minimal bezels all around, 3D front cameras with face scan and selfie portrait mode, wireless charging, of course, which is one of the #1 things I'm excited for. Another feature, 10M, like a 10 motion, basically having motion technology, A11 chip, which is going to be more powerful and less energy consumption. iOS 11, of course, and AR features. And then last but not least, an IP68 water resistance. And as we've seen from the iPhone 7, it's pretty much already water resistant. Apple still doesn't recommend you to submerge or drop your phone in the water, but it was already practically water resistant, as you've probably already witnessed from several YouTubers showing you guys the water drop tests and drop tests in general. And last but not least, I do have an app here. It's called Guns of Boom. Actually, it was just released about, I would say, maybe a week ago. Well, I saw it a week ago, and I thought I'd give it a shot. It's available for free in the App Store. Of course, it has the built-in in-app purchases, but go ahead and give it a shot. I have some footage on screen for you, but I tried it out. I had a pretty good time. Be sure to give it a shot. It's free. Well, what do you got to lose? Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of this Worldwide Developers Conference roundup, and be sure to leave any comments in the comment section below. Catch you guys next video, and later.
So let my life